2 of the Dank Swamp Rebellion's 420 celebration. Stay tuned after the show to hear the song written by the Dank Swamp Rebellion, My Friend Herb. Happy 420 to you and yours. So did you hear that they have this new Boogaloo finding or whatever?
Like from recent time?
Yeah, from like a couple weeks ago.
What?
Yeah, somebody said that they actually spotted one down in like, I don't know.
Large?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. It was close.
They were on the bridge and they were waiting in traffic and saw her scurry off.
Well, they did catch a really massive alligator, and he was about 15 feet, but he was really wide and fat. And they normally don't open up the stomach to see what was in it, but they had a bunch of dog tags inside.
Oh, fuck.
So all these like freaking people's dogs have been eaten by this huge gator.
They leave them outside.
And you know, people that are vegans, like the vegan teacher horror we talked about with E-Rock. Actually, y'all gonna hear about that next week. But the vegan teacher on TikTok, she's like, you know, you're taking away these animals from their habitats, and they have feelings too. They had dog tags inside of that huge gator's mouth. Like, gators have their place, but they also can be overpopulated in a very short period of time. So we hunt them to control that population so they don't eat Fluffy.
That you love so much.
Yeah. You fucking idiot.
Yeah. People will get carried away with that shit, but that's not who we're talking about. We're talking about the ones who are preserving their environment, not the ones that are just poaching. Or
hunters have their place because deer will overpopulate an area, and it's the same thing with nutras. You know, with the game warden giving $6 a tail right now.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. Especially for the amount of nutras you have, because nutras are like massive rats that have hundreds of babies.
In the time that Nonk Nu had that song, they had to change its price
from $3 a tail to $5 a tail, and just in that short period of time, it went from 5 to 6.
And now it's 6.
Because a lot of the coastline in Louisiana, think about this. What if when the Nutra came to the U.S., in the 1980s, during the World's Fair, from China, what if that was China setting up an overall plan of devastation to the Gulf Coast, knowing that the Nutra would come, eat all of the swamp grass, and we would have no natural barriers anymore against storms?
That's actual biopic. That's a real story. It's called Life as a House with Christian Hayden.
Get out the fucking studio with that shit.
No, that we're not starting conspiracy, because that is true.
I'm just saying the reason why the levees have holes in them is because of nutras. All right, so let's talk about real deal shit. Have you watched the new Godzilla vs. Kong movie?
I did not watch it yet, but I know what happens.
It's freaking awesome.
I know.
By the way,
I know my boy shows up at the end
and gets his ass handed to him. It did take 2 against 1 though.
Right.
But even still, I was so concerned when they first turned on Mechagodzilla, and then when he actually wakes up, he looks badass. He is absolutely freaking awesome, and he makes Godzilla look like a whorish bitch.
Fucking little.
Because Godzilla against Kong, like, you always want Kong to win, right? Because Kong is more of the
America.
He's more of a man than a lizard, right? You can identify him because facial features and being, you know, anatomically
representative of a human.
Exactly, you know. And you know, like, even though Godzilla is stronger, has that super laser volcano breath and all that shit, that he's gonna fight till the end, because that's the will of a man, to survive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but then when you see at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what color, creed, or religion you are, sometimes you got to come together to fight the real enemy, which is the government. Mecha Godzilla.
Well, I was always rooting for Godzilla, personally, because I rather have fire-breathing powers and laser eyes, personally.
Well, you always want to be the alpha. But on the other hand, I'm just saying relatable. Did you really relate to the Lizard King?
Yeah. Yes, I did. Thank you.
Yeah, you got years of therapy ahead of you. You have untapped things that you need to speak with someone about.
King Kong's always the underdog.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why you root for him, plus what you said earlier. I'm happy to see that they're revisiting all this because I just really enjoy all that mythology. It's super fun.
You get concerned because you say they've done all this shit before and they keep remaking things.
That's true.
But then they reclaim themselves because they made this and it's really good. And if you watch the trailer for the new Mortal Kombat that's coming out, now I'm a fan of the original Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Same.
I love them.
Right.
I don't care if they were that shitty and all that. I love them.
I like them for that reason.
I get made fun of because I have a DVD sitting in this studio, and that DVD is of Street Fighter 2 with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Raul Julia. And I don't care because I like that movie, even though it's a shit movie.
Yeah.
But the new Mortal Kombat that's coming out, it looks sick, man.
The modernized version of it, where they get to invest all that.
If they made Street Fighter now with that kind of... And you know what's funny?
They don't even need a fight, just a story.
We're watching Godzilla vs. Kong. And my wife says, "Is there anybody in this movie that I know?" And she doesn't talk like that at all. And all of a sudden she sees like the old Mexican guy who was the president in Weeds that she got knocked up for.
Oh, yeah.
He's in it. And she said, she goes, "Oh, I know that guy." And I said, "Now you're not going to know anybody else." And she goes, "What happened to movies like that?" And I said, "Oh, now they realize that nobody's watching it for the people in it. They're watching it for the special effects. So the CGI in it is worth $250 million, and the people in it are worth about $50 million. So you're not watching it for that. Same thing with Mortal Kombat. It don't matter who plays who.
Nope.
It matters that it's going to look fucking awesome, right?
And it does. I have high expectations.
If you really look hard, there's a part where they get to Hollow Earth, and Kong is sitting on his throne. If you look at all the people standing in perspective to where he is around him, they're all CGI. You can tell. Mm-hmm. And which I'm not hating on them for it, but I understand like why they're doing it, right?
Yeah.
And it's awesome. It's really cool. So through COVID, with them not making anything new, there were no new releases. There is hope because now things are coming out, and you don't have to go to the theater because now you got shit like HBO Max and Amazon Prime who've cut deals with the big guys that say, "Hey, I'll put it on my streaming service." So
I'm so happy about that too.
I am too.
Because I mean,
absolutely,
going to the movie theater is a whole fucking thing that I don't want to do.
It used to not be, but COVID made it a thing because now you have to sit 6 feet apart and you have to wear a mask during the movie. Even while eating popcorn, though, you pull it down 1 second too long while eating popcorn, they'll come tell you something. So it's like, it's not worth the time and the effort, but to lay in my bed and eat a bowl of ice cream and watch Godzilla vs. Kong, that was pretty freaking awesome. And I'm going to do the same thing coming up for Mortal Kombat.
Hopefully everything else.
Yeah, and everything else that comes out. So
rent out your movie theaters to gamers and have big old gamer nights.
That's an idea. That's an excellent idea, especially if we did local gamer competitions. People would bust that wide the fuck open.
And why don't you just open up each one of those theaters to a band setting?
That'd be cool too, especially if you had the band in front of the screen, and the camera showed the band playing on the screen.
So if you had potentially 12 bands, or however many that duplex could hold, you could literally do a whole tour of theaters.
So we're actually going to cut this from the show because AMC Palace 10 is probably going to go under soon with HBO Max streaming and all that stuff. So we're going to wait for them to go under, and we're going to try and get investors, and we'll just go and do that idea. So you can do it all that. You can do the bands, you can do gaming, And you can have a room. You walk into one theater, it's Dance Dance Revolution. You walk into the next one, it's Super Smash Brothers. You walk into the next one, it's Kirby's Dick Off, so forth and so on. Sonic Hemorrhoids and Asteroids and Fucktards.
The world's your oyster.
Eunuchs and Unicorns. And all that good shit. So, Echo the Dolphin. Whatever.
Kinko the Dolphin.
Kinko's the Dolphin. But I guess we would have to figure out with the Gaming Commission. I'm not going to cut that. I'm going to leave that in because I'm pretty sure like Stella Media or somebody's going to want that. They can have it. You can have it.
Is this a freebie?
Here's a freebie on me. On Meeby. But what are you looking for, man? Are you tripping? I'm tripping on gin and juice, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind, rolling on some shit, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Imagine being able to tour the AMC Palace shutdowns areas, and you have a whole theater specifically there for you. You could do... Imagine you could literally host... We could
do bands, podcasts.
You could literally host 24 different things at one time.
That's right.
Because imagine you
could have Billy Joel, Gwen Stefani, who's the cunt with the ugly one with the hair and the face and the no tits and the no ass and she has a cavernous hole.
Vivica
Miley
A. Fox.
Cyrus.
Oh.
Same person. You can line them up, dude. You can have everybody in Vegas. Rob Thomas.
Rob Thomas's impersonator.
Rob Thomas impersonator. Along with Elvis 2.
Costello.
Sponsored by Popeyes 2 Taco and Bongery. We don't have any fucking coleslaw here, so we're better. But yeah, we got a new song coming out. We
working hard on this one.
Yeah, it's almost done, and we have a lot of cool people working on this project. We also have a music video that's going to be directed by Brandon Stoof. We have Hick Sherem, he's going to be in it. Cal Crosby's going to be in it. It's going to be an awesome music video, and I'm super proud to think that a song that I sat with an acoustic guitar and wrote these lyrics. And it was kind of like this choppy Southern blues song has turned into this fully emotional depth of artistry that I can literally stand behind and say I'm proud of.
God damn. Boy, howdy.
What?
Gee Willikers, mister.
Them shrimps are good, man.
That's positively... fucking gangbusters.
So now stand by for my friend Herb.
Sometimes we rise, sometimes we fall, sometimes we run too far just to find your back's against the wall. Then we're headed back again to play the same old games and trends we started way back when.
Mankind will be saved.
Just when you thought this was the end, we're back around to beginnings burned deep into our sins. If you try to unlock your heart, you'll find my friend. His name is Herb. He's waiting at the start.
Mankind
listening to the Dank Swamp Rebellion. Tune in Wednesday for Hey E-Rock Part 3.